You're watching Suck Professor. Hello, everybody. It's me, Hank. I'm joined by... James, a certified Destiny master.
Not really.
I know you disagree, but I don't know any better. So, all right, guys. We're looking at the Amelan Hung Jury SR4 Scout Rifle.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. James is going to show us, he's going to walk us through it. It's a pretty cool looking rifle. It looks like if an iPhone had a baby with the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here.
All right, so the first thing to know about this gun is that it is legendary, not exotic, which means that you can, well, you said it right.
Oh, yeah,
which means that you can find this from a legendary Ingram, or you can go out and get one with great perks on it already at the Dead Orbit vendor. All you gotta do is pledge allegiance, get to a certain rank, and you can buy it, and we will show you that in a little bit. Other thing to know is that this is an Amelan gun, so you know it's going to have that gel-based ammunition system.
Yes.
So you can see right there,
that
if I look
stuff.
around, you can see, you can see the liquid
Shoot
a
some of it
bit.
out there.
So if I start doing that, it sloshes around, it starts going down.
Oh, it even makes bubbles in it, like when you shake pop.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, like when you drink your friend's pop when they go to the bathroom at a restaurant? That's my favorite part. Now look down. I do appreciate that the gravity does seem to have, like it's actually honoring the bottom, you know, the gravity that's pulling at your feet. That's awesome. That gel shit is so cool. What else was there? Let's see some stats.
All right.
Take over, buddy.
So we're going to start over, let's look at the top. Scout Rifle modified by Dead Orbit Superb Technicians and Specialists, which gives you kind of a dead giveaway that you buy it from Dead Orbit. Also, this little insignia on it right here is the Dead Orbit insignia, so you kind of know it's Dead Orbit. It also has the Dead Orbit colors, which are typically white and black.
Yes.
So, no-brainer. So now let's go over to see, obviously it's kinetic damage, because there's no elemental indication anywhere.
Right.
And the first thing we got to look at are the sights. So the first one is the candle, is it an IS or a 1S?
That's an IS, I
IS2.
Yeah.
So minimal iron sights improves weapon handling.
Let's take a look at that one.
Let's see how that looks.
Unlike most guns, these sights are different. Like when you change the sight, you get stat changes, but you also get actual physical changes on the gun.
So that one's not too bad. The reticle is pretty easy to see. I can get some good crits.
I like
with that.
a good minimal gun
I
like
can
that.
hit the center of each one of those boxes pretty well.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
not too bad.
You could ruin the upholstery at your grandma's house with that thing.
All right, so let's see what's next up. Torch HS2, Amelan Close Quarters Combat Sights, CQ Optics, Improved Target Acquisition.
Okay.
So the good thing about that one is that this is a gun that scout rifles are typically long-range weapons.
Click on it.
As you can see right here, high impact, long range. That's the hallmark of a scout rifle.
Yeah.
High stability as well. But this is giving you another option that's going to make it into a more close quarters gun. You can see it doesn't zoom in just as far. It keeps the action kind of close to the chest.
Right.
Which actually I like that. That's for, close quarter combat.
Is that more your style?
Well, I mean, I like having the option of being able to change between the two. So I think that's going to be more useful for an everyday choice. But whenever you get to a long distance situation, like snipers, spawning on a ledge or something, you want to switch to the other one.
Gotcha.
So I like that the option is there. Signal MS5, Amelan Imaging Technology, highlights long-distance enemy targets at optimal combat range.
Oh, that's cool. Let's walk around the corner.
Did you actually, did you see that right there?
What?
Let me take it off. See the gun right there? You can see it pop on the top of the gun. So
yeah.
Cool.
We saw that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice big one, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let's just take a quick look and see what that really means.
Yeah, I want to see what the highlighting thing is.
The hive. They found a way inside.
See, the ones in the distance are optimal.
Distance.
Let's see how far
because that's the optimal range.
Let them get close to you, though, before you shoot them. I want to see where the red turns off.
Okay.
On the
Let me just get this guy out of my face.
Yeah, he's causing some trouble.
Okay, come on, guys. So you're red. I'll move towards him. So
okay, we'll see how close he is. There it is. Okay.
So that's my optimal range.
All right.
That's pretty nifty.
Pull back on the. Yeah, that's your optimal range. Interesting.
I like it.
I hope people can kind of see what we're talking about there. I think they can. Have you been using this gun a lot?
Oh, this is my main gun. I love it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You've adopted it as your main one.
Absolutely.
Huh? Good. And all your buddies use it. Let's look at the picture. Look at all those guys. You all have the same gun.
To be fair, they're the ones that told me about it. I didn't even know.
Was this accidental, though, this group shot?
No, I mean, we just all happened to jump on Club Amelan.
Oh, boy. Like a bunch of nerds at an Android phone party.
Come on. My mom says I'm cool.
Okay. Triple tap.
All right. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 1 round to the magazine. So that is not too hard to do with this gun, considering, its stability is really good. Well, I just missed, of course.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm sitting at a coffee table on the floor.
Yeah, James, you're not at your normal setup. Or James isn't at his normal setup.
Oh, and he's gonna
so if you hit a guy in three quick successions, you'll get 1 bullet back.
Oh, did you hear that? Triple tap activated on the left. You heard a little click, and I got 1 bullet left. See the little +1?
Okay.
So that's how that works. That's really nice.
That is nice.
I mean, it's not the kind of perk that you're going to throw down your existing weapon to take, you
Right.
know, but
Right.
just having it on here is, like I say, extra gravy.
Anything that keeps you in the fight a little bit longer, you can take down the enemy, go home to your family,
Yeah.
and tell your wife you did a good job.
I mean, there are probably better perks that could land on a gun, but this is what you get straight from the vendor.
Right.
No fuss. It's going to be there all along. You know, I'll
Totally.
take it. All right. So now we're on this next stat, extended mag.
Yes.
Larger magazine. So if I were to go for a different stat, what would I lose? I would gain a crap ton more stability.
Wow.
Lose a little bit of range, but the sacrifice is I lose 4 bullets.
Yes.
That might not be, you know, too bad, considering my reload speed is really fast. Stability, recoil will go down, stability goes up. Let's see what that increase in stability would do.
Yeah, I want to see what this is like. I tend to think that's a worthy trade-off is increased stability for fewer. 'Cause
Yeah.
each bullet now is more likely to hit its target, especially if there's multiple enemies, because you're not going to lose your sights anywhere near as much because you have more stability.
Yeah, I have to say I much prefer that. The better stability, the better the gun.
Yeah, it's only 4 bullets difference.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Plus, with more stability, you'll get more of that triple tap perk.
true,
kicking in.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you saw it just activated right there.
Absolutely.
So the next one, this is the biggie. This is
Best
a
Joss Whedon
favorite
show ever.
Yes,
I'd say.
this is
Yeah.
and it's actually funny because Nathan Fillion does a voice in here, and he references, makes little cameo.
Oh, does
not
he?
cameos, but little references to Firefly.
By the way,
and
the
being
perk
canceled.
below this is called Dollhouse. Oh man,
Yeah.
you ruined my joke, James. Damn it!
Why?
I told you. Didn't you get my email?
Firefly. This was the perk that made the Fatebringer amazing. Is what it's kind of similar to the
What does it do? It didn't,
combustion.
You didn't tell us what it does.
Okay, so Firefly, as soon as this direct puts his shield down, it's gonna make you do explosive damage and take out multiple targets when you land a precision shot.
Oh man.
Optimal on thralls, optimal on low-level targets, but just as satisfying on high-level targets.
Yeah, you're just put as long as you put it in their crit spot, they're gonna blow up.
And if you've got a smaller magazine, this actually helps you maintain ammo because you're taking out more targets than you're actually shooting bullets.
Yes, yes, you can kill 2 or 3 or however many
let's-
guys are in that range.
It's very satisfying. One warning I have to give you guys, though, is that there is currently a bug in the game where getting a Firefly attack kill in a too large of a group will cause your game to crash.
Oh really?
Yeah, they have not addressed it formally yet, but a lot of people are reporting that happening.
So not just you. That's happened to
No,
multiple.
it actually hasn't happened to me yet, but it's been happening. It's been reported on Xbox and PS4, so watch out for that.
All right, yeah, watch out for that. Don't be too awesome, is basically what you're saying.
It's not too bad with the hip fire either.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I always like seeing a little hip fire.
All right.
Man, that's a badass perk, that Firefly. What was the one below it?
That was Underdog. So
Underdog.
as soon as these jerks get
Yeah.
off my back, I will check out Underdog.
You know who was the perpetual underdog? Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Ah, yes.
The Avengers movies.
Ah.
Other Joss Whedon.
This weapon gains a
Shows.
boost to range and handling when health is low. And speaking
Oh,
of health
yeah.
being low, holy crap.
Well, you equipped it just in time. You can use your super if you want, James. We won't be mad. If only one of those guys could throw a nail at you or something. it
So
would've
that's,
killed
I
you.
mean, that kind of perk is not really easy to demonstrate. You can't really see it. It's more of a passive perk.
Yeah.
So there's not really much. We got a choice between Firefly and Underdog. I'm sorry, Underdog, but
Yeah.
it's Firefly.
Like if this was one of those games that shows you the percentage of people that choose one option over the other, that would be like 98%. And the other 2% would be old people who are lonely. Okay, this is where you buy the Amalon Hung Jury SR4.
Yes, so it's going to be your friendly neighborhood dead orbit vendor, of
dead
which
orbit.
there is only one.
But head to the right, go through the halls, walk past the crates. Like all good video games, Destiny has crates lining the walls in different spots. Occasional explosive barrel, maybe a flaming Cheeto. All right, so this is where the dead orbit is. What are you going to show us here, James?
So you can tell right here, you have to be rank 3 to buy anything down in this area. Here's the Hung Jury SR4. You can see it costs 150 legendary marks. I currently have 124. They're fairly easy to get those, so I wouldn't worry about that so much. And you need to be, obviously, you need to be about rank 3. I'm rank 15. You can see who you're currently pledged to by this. I'm currently have the faction badge for Dead Orbit.
Yeah.
So I can buy from him. And I'm fairly certain that if I were to pledge to a different allegiance or a different one, I could still use my gun.
Yes. Probably. I don't have any idea what you just said. So how do you get a legendary mark?
You get it from doing different bounties, quests, dailies, weeklies. You get it for dismantling legendaries. You get 3 for a non-level legendary, 5 for a somewhat level legendary. Whole bunch of ways you can get legendary marks.
Okay. All right, so that's where you can get the Hung Jury SR4 from the Dead Orbit vendor in the tower, or
you could go out into the field, do some strikes, and find a legendary Ingram that could decrypt into this gun, but be aware that when you do that, you will not necessarily get the same perks as the vendor version. You're not guaranteed to get Firefly, you're not guaranteed to get any other perk that we just showed you.
But you can build towards those.
Well, no, you cannot change. You can no longer re-roll guns. They took that away with the Taken King. I think they felt that it made it too easy to get optimal weaponry, so now they're making you go out and play the random loot generator game a little bit more.
Oh man, okay. Do you often get where it's worse, like the legend, like what you roll from the in the field engrams are worse than what you just would buy?
It's very typical. That can happen, and that's why I love this gun so much, because you can go to the tower just like this and buy something that already has pretty darn good perks on it already.
Cool. So are you pretty satisfied with this gun in your raid or whatever the fuck you do all the time?
Absolutely love this gun. Yeah. I wouldn't put it down for the world.
I got you. Not even for the Zabo Supercell.
I'll tell you the one gun I will put it down for, and that is the Touch of Malice, but I've not acquired that yet because I have not found a group that can help me kill Oryx yet.
You haven't finished the Oryx raid?
No, I've been having some fire team difficulties.
I'm sorry to hear you're struggling.
It's just, I mean, my fire team is great. It's just hard to get together at the same time.
Yeah,
yeah. Time zone differences and all that kind of stuff.
Of course, yeah. Aw, disco lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what you do with disco lights.
Well done, sir. That's an awesome gun. It looks great. It shoots great. It kills great. It explodes heads great. And you subscribe great to the Suck Professor channel network of video gaming programming. James?